Be me. 26 years old, working as a graphic designer at some mid-tier marketing agency that thinks it's the next big thing. Office is full of the usual suspects, overworked millennials pretending we're all a family while the company pays us peanuts. Enter Emily, new hire in the copywriting department, transferred from the Boston office. First day she walks in wearing this professional blazer and has her hair in a tight bun. Looks like she's about to audit someone's taxes. And I'm in the break room microwaving leftover pizza when she walks in. "Excuse me, you're in front of the coffee machine." Not even a hello, just straight up annoyed. I move aside, she makes her coffee without saying thanks, walks out. All right then, guess we're enemies now. Over the next few weeks, I notice she goes out of her way to avoid me. I'm in the elevator, she sees me and takes the stairs. I'm at the printer, she literally waits until I'm done and gone before approaching it. At one time I held the door open for her and she said, "I'm perfectly capable of opening doors myself," with the most attitude I've ever heard. My coworker Jake, who sits next to me, thinks this is hilarious. "Dude, what did you do to her? Did you run over her dog or something?" I swear I've done nothing except exist in her general vicinity. The weirdest part is, during team meetings, she always sits as far from me as possible. Like literally if I'm on the left side of the table, she'll sit on the complete opposite end. Our boss Marcus notices and makes a joke about it once. "Emily, why don't you sit closer? We don't bite. Well, except for Dave here." Everyone laughs. Emily just gives this tight-lipped smile and stays where she is. I'm starting to develop a complex about this. Maybe I smell bad? No, I shower every day and wear deodorant. I'm not some Reddit moderator. Maybe she heard some rumor about me. But I'm literally the most boring person here. And I go home and play video games. Fast forward 2 months into this Cold War. It's a Friday evening around 6 p.m. Most people have left. I'm finishing up some designs for a client presentation on Monday because I'm a chronic procrastinator. I'm the last one on my floor, or so I think. I'm about to leave when I see Emily still at her desk, typing furiously. She looks stressed, keeps checking her phone, seems anxious about something. And I consider just leaving because why would I interact with someone who clearly hates my guts? But my mom raised me to be polite even to people who are rude, so I stop by her desk. "Hey, you okay? It's getting pretty late." She jumps like I just appeared out of thin air. "I'm fine, why do you care?" Still with the attitude, unbelievable. "Just being friendly. Sorry for existing, I guess." I turn to leave and then she says something that catches me completely off guard. "Wait, and are you heading to the subway?" "Yeah, why?" She's fidgeting with her pen, not making eye contact. "Could you maybe walk with me? Just to the station?" What the hell? This woman who has treated me like I'm radioactive for 2 months wants me to walk with her? You've spent 2 months acting like I'm a disease and now you want me to walk with you? She looks embarrassed. Her face is turning red. Forget it. Never mind. Stupid idea. She starts packing up her stuff aggressively. Against my better judgment, curiosity wins. "No, wait, I'll walk with you. I'm going that way anyway." She pauses, looks relieved. "Thank you." We walk to the elevator in complete silence. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. We get outside and she's walking really fast, keeps looking over her shoulder. "Are you being followed by someone or something?" "No, I don't think so. The subway station is kind of sketchy at night." "Fair enough." And our office is in a part of downtown that gets pretty empty after business hours. We're walking and she's staying close to me, which is ironic given how much distance she usually maintains. "So, how are you liking the office?" I ask, trying to make this less awkward. "It's fine." Oh, we're back to one-word answers. Great. Cool. I'm just making conversation since we're walking together and all." She doesn't respond. We get to the subway station. She looks like she wants to say something, but doesn't. "Well, here we are. Have a good weekend." "Yeah, you too." She disappears down the stairs, and I stand there confused as hell about what just happened. The weekend passes, I don't think much of it. Monday morning, I get to work. Emily completely ignores me again like Friday never happened. Back to taking the stairs when I'm in the elevator, avoiding eye contact, the whole routine. Jake notices my confused expression. "What's up with you? You look like you've seen a ghost." I tell him about the Friday walk. He starts laughing so hard he almost spills his coffee. "Bro, she's into you." "Jake, she literally hates me. Did you miss the past 2 months?" "Nah, man. Girls are weird. Sometimes they act mean when they like someone. It's like elementary school playground logic." I tell him he's insane and that he's been watching too many romantic comedies. But then Friday comes around again. 6 p.m., most people gone, I'm packing up. Then Emily appears at my desk. "Are you leaving soon?" Here we go again. "Yeah, in like 5 minutes." Would you mind walking with me again?" I stare at her. Emily, what is happening right now? You act like I'm invisible all week and then Friday, you want me to escort you? She looks uncomfortable. I don't like walking alone at night, okay? And you seem safe. I seem safe? What a ringing endorsement. Why don't you ask literally anyone else? Like Sarah from accounting? Or Mike from sales? Because you're the one who stays late on Fridays. Can't argue with that logic, I guess. Fine, but this is weird. You know that, right? I know. So we walk to the subway again. Same awkward silence. This time I decide to push a little. Why do you hate me? I don't hate you. You've ignored me for 2 months straight. You avoid me like I have the plague. You won't even sit near me in meetings. She's quiet for a long moment. I don't hate you. I'm not good with new people. Emily, I've worked here for 3 years. You're the new person. I meant new to me specifically. This woman's logic is incredible. We get to the subway. She thanks me and leaves. This becomes a pattern. Every single Friday for the next month, Emily asks me to walk her to the subway. During the week, she still pretends I don't exist. It's the weirdest dynamic I've ever experienced. Jake thinks this is the funniest thing that's ever happened. But you're like her designated Friday bodyguard. Do you wear a cape? Shut up, Jake. Our other coworker, Rachel, gets wind of this situation. Rachel is one of those people who knows everything about everyone. Unofficial office gossip queen. She corners me at my desk one Tuesday. So, you and Emily, what's the deal? There is no deal. She just asked me to walk with her on Fridays. Rachel gets this knowing look on her face. Interesting. Very interesting. What's interesting? Oh, she still acts like I don't exist. Oh, honey, that's exactly what makes it interesting. Women are so cryptic, I swear. Month 3 of this bizarre arrangement. It's a Friday. We're doing our usual walk. Emily is slightly less silent than usual, actually mentions something about the weather. It's getting colder, winter's coming. Yeah, I should probably get a new coat. Riveting conversation, truly. We're almost at the subway when these 3 guys start walking towards us. Yet they look drunk or high, probably both, stumbling around. Emily immediately moves closer to me, grabs my arm. The guys pass by us. One of them says something gross I won't repeat. I flip them off, they keep walking. Emily is still holding my arm even after they're gone. You okay? Yeah, thanks for, being here. She lets go of my arm but stays close. We get to the subway and she lingers for a moment. I really do appreciate this, the walking thing. And I know I'm not the easiest person to deal with. It's fine, I get it. City can be sketchy. She smiles, actually smiles at me for the first time ever. Then she goes down the stairs and I'm left standing there wondering what alternate dimension I've entered. Monday morning, back to ignoring me. But I notice something different. During our team meeting, she sits 1 seat closer than usual. Not next to me, but not at the opposite end of the table either. Progress, maybe? And Jake definitely notices. Dude, she's in your orbit now. This is happening. Nothing is happening. She probably just wanted that specific chair. Keep telling yourself that, buddy. Wednesday afternoon, I'm in the break room making coffee. Emily walks in. I expect her to turn around and leave. She doesn't. She actually walks up to the coffee machine and waits for me to finish. Hey, did she just greet me on a Wednesday? Hey. I finish making my coffee in stunned silence. She makes hers. We're standing there together. This is unprecedented. So, big project? I ask, pointing to the stack of papers she's carrying. Yeah, Marcus wants a complete campaign overhaul by Friday. It's hell. We're having a conversation, a real conversation, on a Wednesday. That sucks. Marcus always dumps stuff last minute. Right? Like he has no concept of time management. We're bonding over our boss being incompetent. This is actually happening. Rachel walks in and sees us talking. Her eyes go wide. Emily notices Rachel staring and immediately clams up. I should get back to work. She leaves quickly. Rachel looks at me with this huge grin. Oh my God, you two were having a civil conversation. It was just coffee talk. Calm down. This is huge. She never talks to anyone casually, especially not on Wednesdays. Why is everyone obsessed with what day of the week it is? Friday rolls around. I'm honestly curious how this walk will go after Wednesday's breakthrough. And Emily comes to my desk right at 6 p.m. Ready? Yeah, let me just save this file. We walk to the elevator. She seems more relaxed than usual. We get outside and she starts talking without me having to prompt her. I finished that project Marcus wanted, stayed up until 2 a.m. last night. Damn, that's brutal. Did he at least appreciate it? He said it was good but wants revisions, of course. We're walking and talking like normal people. She's telling me about her apartment and how her roommate is annoying and leaves dishes everywhere. I tell her about my apartment, how my upstairs neighbor sounds like he's moving furniture at 3 a.m. every night. We're actually laughing together. This feels surreal. We get to the subway station and she stops. Thanks again for walking with me. I know you probably think I'm crazy with the whole ignoring you all week thing. I mean, it is pretty weird, not gonna lie. She bites her lip, looks nervous. I have social anxiety. Pretty bad, actually, and I'm working on it, but large groups and offices make me really uncomfortable. Oh. I'm not trying to be rude or mean. I shut down around people until I know them better. It's a defense mechanism. Suddenly, the past 3 months make a lot more sense. Why are Fridays different then? Because by Friday, I'm exhausted from putting on the professional face all week. And I guess I feel safer with you because you don't push or make it weird. You just walk with me. I don't know what to say to that. I'm sorry I've been such a bitch. I know that's what everyone thinks. I don't think you're a bitch. I think you're dealing with your stuff the best you can. She looks like she might cry, which would be very uncomfortable in the middle of the subway entrance. Thank you for understanding. Most people just think I'm stuck up. Well, I thought that too at first, not gonna lie. She laughs, wipes her eyes. Fair enough. So, does this mean you'll acknowledge my existence during the week now? Baby steps, but yeah, I'll try. We say goodbye and she heads down to catch her train. I walk home feeling like I just unlocked a new level in the weirdest video game ever. Monday morning I get to work and Emily actually makes eye contact with me and nods. It's small, but it's something. Jake sees this interaction. Dude, she looked at you. Voluntarily. You need to calm down. And it was just a nod. A nod is huge in Emily's world. This is basically a declaration of love. Jake is such a drama queen. Tuesday, I'm at the printer and Emily comes up to use it too. Instead of waiting for me to leave, she just stands there. Printer's being slow today. Yeah, I think it's dying. Been making weird noises all morning. We're making small talk at the printer. This is revolutionary. The printer jams. I open it up to fix it. You're good at that, and I always just hit it and hope it works. Yeah, that's definitely a strategy. I fix the jam, her papers print, then mine print. Thanks. No problem. She walks away and Jake, who witnessed this from his desk, gives me a thumbs up. I flip him off. Wednesday, we have a team meeting. Emily sits directly across from me. Not next to me, but not avoiding me either. During the meeting, Marcus is explaining some new client guidelines that make no sense. I accidentally make eye contact with Emily while Marcus is talking. She rolls her eyes slightly. I try not to laugh. We're having a moment during a staff meeting. After the meeting, I'm walking back to my desk and she falls into step beside me. Marcus is on another planet. Those guidelines contradict everything he told us last week. Right? I was so confused, thought I was having a stroke. We get to our respective desks. She sits down at hers, which is diagonal from mine. Rachel, who sits nearby, is watching this unfold with the biggest smile. I mouth stop at her and she just grins wider. Thursday morning, Emily sends me an email. Subject line, question about file formats. I open it expecting an actual work question. Do you have a preference for exporting these graphics? Marcus didn't specify and I need to reference them in my copy. I email back with the information. She responds, thanks. Also, that printer thing yesterday was impressive. Yet you should add printer whisperer to your resume. Is she making a joke? I respond, it's my hidden talent. Right after my ability to microwave food to the perfect temperature. She writes back, truly a Renaissance man. We're bantering over email. Jake looks over at my screen and sees me smiling. Oh man, you're in deep now, aren't you? We're just emailing about work stuff. Sure, work stuff. Yeah, that's why you're grinning like an idiot. I close my email and try to focus on actual work. Friday comes around and I'm genuinely looking forward to the walk now. Emily shows up at my desk at 6 p.m. as usual. Hey, ready to brave the urban jungle? She's making jokes now, character development. We walk to the elevator and head outside. It's raining a little, that annoying drizzle that's not enough for an umbrella, but enough to be annoying. I hate this weather. Yes, it's like the universe can't commit to a real rain. Right? Either rain properly or don't rain at all. We're walking and she's telling me about how her roommate tried to cook fish in the microwave and set off the fire alarm at 7 a.m. The entire building had to evacuate. I was standing outside in my pajamas. It was mortifying. At least you weren't the one who did it. True, but I'm associated with her by proximity. The neighbors definitely judge me. We get to talking about our favorite shows. Turns out we both watch the same crime documentaries. Did you see the one about the guy who faked his own death? Yes. The way he got caught was so stupid. Like, if you're gonna fake your death, at least be smart about it. We're at the subway station now, but neither of us is moving to leave. We're just standing there talking about true crime like it's the most normal thing. I should probably catch my train. Yeah, I should head home too. So, same time next week? I smile. It's a date. She freezes. I freeze. Did I just say it's a date? I mean, not a date, just like an appointment, a standing appointment. Like how people have standing appointments at the dentist, except this is less painful and involves more walking. I'm rambling. This is painful. She's trying not to laugh. I got it. It was a standing walking appointment. Exactly. See you Monday. She goes down the stairs and I want to throw myself in front of the next train from embarrassment. I get home and Jake immediately texts me. Rachel told me Emily stayed talking to you for like 10 extra minutes at the subway spill. I text back, we were just talking, Jake. Just talking, that's what they all say. I ignore him and try to forget how awkward I was. But the next Monday, Emily actually says good morning to me when she gets in. Morning, how was your weekend? Pretty low key, caught up on sleep, you? Same, ordered too much takeout and watched documentaries. We're having normal coworker exchanges. Throughout the week, Emily gets progressively more comfortable talking to me. We chat at the coffee machine, make small talk at our desks, exchange knowing looks during Marcus's nonsensical meetings. It's like the Friday walks have given her permission to acknowledge me during the week. Jake and Rachel are losing their minds over this development. You need to ask her out, Rachel insists during lunch on Thursday. I'm not asking her out, we're just becoming friends. Friends? Honey, friends don't have standing Friday walking appointments. It's not like that. She just wants someone to walk with for safety. Jake jumps in. Dude, yet there are literally 30 other people in this office she could ask. She specifically wants you. That's because I'm the only one who stays late on Fridays. Rachel and Jake exchange looks. You're so oblivious it's painful, Rachel says. I finish my lunch in silence while they continue discussing my love life like I'm not there. Friday arrives and honestly, I'm a little nervous after last week's it's a date disaster. Emily comes to my desk at 6 p.m. looking cute. You know, she's wearing her hair down instead of in the usual bun. Not that I'm noticing or anything. Ready? Yep. We head out and start our walk. So I have to tell you something funny that happened today. She proceeds to tell me about how Marcus accidentally sent a text meant for his wife to the entire team chat. It said, "Can you pick up more of those cookies I like? The chocolate ones, not the vanilla. You know I hate vanilla." The man sends us 50 emails a day about work, but can't figure out how to text his wife privately. We're both cracking up. Our walks have gotten longer. We take a more scenic route to the subway now. Adds about 10 extra minutes. We're walking through this little park, and she's telling me about her college years. I was such a mess freshman year. Gained the freshman 15, joined and quit like 6 clubs. It was chaos. I can't imagine you as a mess. You're so put together now. Trust me. Put together is a recent development, like last year recent. We sit on a bench for a bit because neither of us wants to end the conversation. She's telling me about how she used to want to be a novelist but ended up in marketing because student loans are real. Do you still write? Sometimes, mostly just in a journal, nothing serious. You should share it sometime, I bet it's good. She looks at me and there's this moment. Do you know that moment in movies where two people are just looking at each other and the world kind of fades away? It's like that. Then some jogger runs by and breaks the spell. We should probably get going, it's getting late. Yeah, right, of course. We walk to the subway in slightly awkward silence. At the entrance, she turns to me. Would you maybe want to grab coffee sometime? Like not at the office coffee machine, like actual coffee at a coffee shop. My brain short circuits. Like, what, as friends? I ask like an idiot. She looks embarrassed. Or, maybe as a date, if you want. If not, that's totally cool. We can just forget I asked. No, yes, I want to as a date. That would be, yeah. Smooth, real smooth. She's smiling though. Okay, cool. How about Sunday? Sunday's perfect. We exchange numbers. Like actually exchange numbers for personal use, not work stuff. She heads down to catch her train and I'm standing there like an idiot with a huge grin on my face. I immediately text Jake. She asks me out. Jake responds in all caps. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Rachel texts me. Jake told me. I'm so proud. You kids grow up so fast. I roll my eyes, but I'm still grinning. That night I can't sleep because I'm too busy replaying the conversation and worrying about Sunday. What do I wear? Where do we go? But what if I'm as awkward as I was with the it's a date thing? Saturday drags by so slowly I clean my entire apartment out of nervous energy. Sunday morning, I changed my outfit like 5 times before settling on casual, but not too casual, jeans and a nice sweater. We agreed to meet at this coffee shop in Brooklyn that she suggested. I get there 10 minutes early because I'm anxious like that. She shows up right on time wearing a sundress and cardigan, hair down, looking nervous. Hey, yeah, you look nice. Thanks, you too. We go inside and order coffee, find a table by the window. Initial conversation is a bit awkward, we're both nervous. But then we start talking about a documentary we both watched and it gets easier. Turns out we have a lot in common beyond just working at the same office. We both love horror movies but hate jump scares. We both think pineapple on pizza is a crime against humanity. We both had embarrassing emo phases in high school. I had so much eyeliner. I looked like a raccoon. I had the side-swept hair that covered one eye, couldn't see half the time, but I thought I looked cool. We're there for 3 hours just talking. The coffee shop is closing and we have to leave. We walk outside and stand on the sidewalk. This was really nice, she says. Yeah, it was. We should do it again. Definitely. There's a pause, and I'm wondering if I should hug her or shake her hand or what. She makes the decision for me and gives me a quick hug. Yeah, see you Monday. She walks to the subway, and I walk the opposite direction to mine. I'm floating the entire way home. Monday morning, I get to work, and Emily is already there. She sees me and smiles, actually waves. I wave back and sit at my desk. Jake rolls over in his chair. So, how'd it go? It was good, really good. Just good? Come on, man, details. We talked for 3 hours. It was nice. Rachel appears out of nowhere. 3 hours, that's a good sign. When's the second date? We didn't plan one yet. You need to plan one. Strike while the iron's hot. These two are more invested in my love life than I am. Later that morning, Emily comes over to my desk. Hey, so I was thinking there's this new horror movie out. Want to see it Friday after work? She's asking me out again. Yeah, cool. It's a date then. She says date without any awkwardness. Character growth for both of us. Yeah, she goes back to her desk and I catch Jake and Rachel giving me exaggerated thumbs up. I throw a stress ball at Jake's head. The week goes by normally. Emily and I text throughout the day. Nothing major. Just funny memes and comments about work stuff. She sends me a meme about corporate jargon and I almost laugh out loud during a meeting. Marcus notices. Something funny about quarterly projections? No, sir, just remembered something from earlier. Emily is trying not to laugh across the table. Until Friday comes and we're both excited about movie night. We decide to skip the usual walk to the subway and instead walk to the movie theater. We get there early, so we hit up the concession stand. Want to share popcorn? Yeah, but I'm warning you, I eat a lot of popcorn. Challenge accepted. We get our seats right as the trailers start. The movie is actually pretty scary. Not jump scare scary, but psychological horror scary. At halfway through, there's a particularly intense scene, and Emily grabs my arm. I don't pull away. She doesn't let go, even after the scene ends. By the end of the movie, we're basically holding hands. We walk out discussing the plot and what the ending meant. I think the monster was a metaphor for grief. No way. It was definitely about generational trauma. We debate this all the way to the subway station. At the entrance, we stop, and there's that moment again. I had a really good time tonight. Me too. She's standing close, looking up at me. I should kiss her. I'm going to kiss her. I'm leaning in and she's leaning in, and this is happening. And then it starts pouring rain, like instantly, like someone turned on a faucet. We both jump back and start laughing. We should probably get inside. Yeah, you're gonna get soaked. She kisses me on the cheek quickly. Text me when you get home. Then she runs down the subway stairs. Yes, I'm standing in the rain like an idiot, but I don't even care. I get home completely drenched and text her. Home safe. Sorry about the rain ruining the moment. She texts back, there will be other moments, followed by a smiley face emoji. I go to bed that night thinking about how the girl who pretended to hate me for 2 months just said there will be other moments. My face when the woman who wouldn't even make eye contact with me is now planning future moments. Be me. 1 month into officially dating Emily, life is weird in the best way possible. We decided to keep it quiet at work for now because office relationships are always drama magnets. Jake and Rachel obviously know because they have the observational skills of FBI agents. You two are so obvious, you literally smile every time you look at each other, Rachel whispers during a coffee break. We do not. You're smiling right now just because I mentioned her. Damn it, she's right. Yeah, the sneaking around aspect is actually kind of fun though. We have code words for everything. If I text meeting at 7, it means dinner at 7. If she texts file review needed, it means she misses me. Very sophisticated, very spy movie. One Tuesday morning, I'm at my desk when Marcus calls an emergency all-hands meeting. Everyone groans. Emergency meetings are never good news. We all pile into the conference room. Marcus is standing at the front looking uncomfortable. So, Ed, I have some exciting news. The company is merging with our Boston office. Nobody thinks this is exciting. Mergers mean layoffs, restructuring, and corporate buzzwords for days. This means we'll be getting some new team members, and some of you will be working more closely with Boston staff. Emily and I make eye contact across the room. She looks worried. She transferred from the Boston office. After the meeting, I catch up with her in the hallway. Hey, you okay? Yeah, you looked stressed in there. I left Boston for a reason, and now Boston is coming here. What reason? She bites her lip, looks around to make sure no one's listening. My ex, Tyler, he works in the Boston office. We dated for 2 years, and it ended badly. Oh shit. How bad are we talking? He cheated on me with someone from our team. I requested a transfer to get away from him, and now there's a chance he might be coming here. This is not ideal. Hey, maybe he won't be one of the people they send? With my luck, he'll definitely be here. She's not wrong. The universe loves irony. 2 weeks later, the Boston crew arrives for integration meetings. I'm walking into the building Monday morning when I see Emily standing in the lobby looking like she's seen a ghost. There's this tall guy with slicked back hair and a suit that probably cost more than my rent talking to Marcus. Emily grabs my arm. That's him. That's Tyler. Of course it is. Tyler looks over, sees Emily, and his face lights up. Emily, oh my God, I didn't know you were at this location. He's walking over and Emily's grip on my arm tightens. Tyler, hi, what are you doing here? I'm part of the integration team. I'll be here for the next 6 months helping merge the operations. 6 months. That's a long time. Tyler notices me for the first time. Who's this? This is Dave, he's a designer here. Nice to meet you, man. He extends his hand. I shake it, his grip is way too firm, very trying to assert dominance energy. We should grab lunch and catch up, Em. It's been too long. Em? Who calls her Em? I'm pretty busy this week. Oh, come on, for old time's sake? Emily looks uncomfortable as hell. I'll check my schedule. Tyler winks at her and walks away. Did he just wink? I hate everything about this, Emily says. That guy is your ex? He seems like he hosts a podcast about crypto. She laughs despite herself. He's actually worse than he seems, trust me. Throughout the day, Tyler keeps finding excuses to talk to Emily. He stops by her desk like 4 times with questions about procedures. I'm watching this from my desk, getting progressively more annoyed. Jake wheels over to me. Who's the guy bothering Emily? Her ex from Boston. Yikes, he's got that energy. You know what I mean? What energy? Like he definitely has a LinkedIn with 500 plus connections and calls himself an entrepreneur. Jake is spot on with character assessments. At lunch, I text Emily. You surviving? She texts back. Barely. He won't leave me alone. I'm hiding in the bathroom. I text, want me to stage an emergency? She sends back laughing emojis. You're the best, but I'll manage. Later that afternoon, I'm in the break room when Tyler walks in. Just my luck. Hey, Dave, right? Yeah. So how long have you worked here? About 3 years. Cool. And you and Emily are friends? Is he fishing for information? We're coworkers, friendly coworkers. That's good. Emily needs friends. She's always been kind of shy. The way he says it is condescending as hell. She seems pretty confident to me. Oh, trust me. I know her better than anyone. We dated for 2 years. He says it like it's a flex. Yeah. She mentioned you guys dated. Did she tell you why we broke up? Not really your business, buddy. No, we don't really talk about personal stuff. She probably told you I cheated, but it was way more complicated than that. She was super clingy and insecure. Oh, so he's that kind of ex. The kind who rewrites history to make himself look better. Sounds complicated. I leave before I say something that gets me fired. I text Emily. Just talk to Tyler. Yeah, he's even worse in conversation. She texts back. I'm so sorry you had to experience that. That evening, Emily and I meet up after work at our usual coffee shop. She looks exhausted. He asked me to dinner tomorrow. What did you say? I said no, obviously, but he kept pushing, said we need closure. Closure is code for I want another chance. I know. He kept saying how much he's changed and grown. People who say they've changed usually haven't changed. She laughs. I missed you today, and I couldn't even talk to you properly with him hovering. We should tell people we're dating, then he'll back off. She considers this. I don't want people to think I'm dating you to make him jealous. Are you? What? No, I'm dating you because I like you. Tyler being here is just unfortunate timing. I'm kidding, I know. She throws a sugar packet at me. The next few weeks are hell. Tyler is everywhere. He somehow gets himself assigned to projects that involve Emily. Yet he sits near us during the meetings. He always tries to walk out of the building with her at the end of the day. Emily handles it professionally, but I can tell it's draining her. One Friday, he overhears us making plans. So same time tonight? I ask Emily quietly. Yeah, 7 o'clock. Tyler butts in. Oh, are you guys going somewhere? Emily looks annoyed. Just grabbing dinner? Mind if I join? I don't know many people here yet. Yes, we mind. It's kind of a thing we do, just the two of us, I say. Tyler looks between us and you can see the realization dawn on his face. Oh, you two are, wow, I didn't realize. Emily doesn't confirm or deny. Tyler, can we talk privately? She asks. They go into an empty conference room. I'm sitting at my desk pretending to work, but really I'm stressing about what's being said. Jake is watching the conference room like it's a reality TV show. This is better than The Bachelor. I swear. How is my life falling apart better than The Bachelor? It's not falling apart. She's probably just telling him to back off. 15 minutes later, Emily comes out looking relieved. Tyler looks pissed. He walks past my desk and mutters, "Good luck with that," under his breath. What's that supposed to mean? Emily comes over. So I told him we're dating and he needs to respect that. How'd he take it? About as well as expected, said I'm making a mistake. That you're probably just a rebound. Ouch. Don't worry. I told him he's delusional and needs to move on. Damn, she came with the heat. So I guess we're public now? Yeah, is that okay? More than okay. We kiss right there in the office. Jake starts slow clapping. Finally! Do you know how hard it's been watching you two sneak around? Rachel runs over. Did something happen? Why is Jake clapping? They finally went public, Jake announces. Rachel screams, like actually screams. And Marcus pokes his head out of his office. What's going on out here? Nothing, sir. Rachel just saw a spider. I lie. Marcus looks skeptical but goes back to his office. The news spreads through the office like wildfire. By Monday, everyone knows. Most people are cool about it. Some are surprised. A few are gossiping about the Tyler situation. Tyler's avoiding both of us, which is great. But then Wednesday, he stops by my desk. Hey, can we talk? Oh God, what now? We go to the stairwell for privacy. Look, man, I was out of line last week. Emily and I had history and it was weird seeing her with someone else. Is he apologizing? I get it. Breakups are tough. Yeah, and I guess I never really got closure. So seeing her happy with you was, I don't know, hard. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. I'm sorry things didn't work out between you guys. Me too, but I can see she's happy, so yeah, I'll back off. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. We shake hands and I think maybe this is resolved. Wrong. 2 days later, I'm walking past Marcus's office and hear raised voices. Tyler is in there with Marcus and another woman I don't recognize. He's been hostile towards me ever since I arrived, creating a toxic work environment. Who's he talking about? Wait, is he talking about me? Marcus sees me walking past. Dave, can you come in here, please? Oh, shit. I walk in and the woman introduces herself as Linda from HR. Jed Tyler has filed a complaint about hostile behavior. Do you know anything about this? What? I've barely talked to Tyler. Tyler jumps in. You've been giving me dirty looks, excluded me from team activities, and made derogatory comments about my work. What? That's not true. I've been completely professional. You called my presentation idea something a crypto bro would come up with. Okay, that one I actually did say, but it was to Jake, not to Tyler. What? I said that in a private conversation, not to you. Doesn't matter. It's still creating a hostile work environment. This is insane. Marcus is pinching the bridge of his nose. Linda, I think we need to investigate this further. Agreed, Dave. Tyler, you're both going to work from home for the next 2 days while we sort this out. I'm being suspended because Tyler can't handle losing. I leave the office furious. Emily catches up with me in the parking lot. What happened? Jake said you got called into HR. I explain everything. He's lying. You've been nothing but professional. I know, but HR has to investigate. She's pissed. This is my fault. He's doing this because of me. It's not your fault. He's just an asshole. We're both stressed. This is the worst. That night, Emily comes over to my apartment for the first time. We order pizza and try to de-stress. I feel so guilty. You're in trouble because of my ex. Emily, this isn't on you. Tyler's being vindictive. We're sitting on my couch and she's crying a little. I hug her and we just sit there for a while. What if they fire you? They won't fire me over one complaint, especially when it's clearly bull. But what if they do? Then I'll find another job. It'll be okay. She looks up at me. You're being really calm about this. One of us has to be. We end up talking for hours. She tells me more about her relationship with Tyler, how he was controlling, that's always monitoring her social media, got jealous if she talked to other guys, how when she found out about the cheating, he tried to gaslight her into thinking she was crazy. I'm sorry you went through that. It's why I was so closed off when I first met you. I had trust issues. And now? Now I trust you completely, which is scary, but also kind of nice. We kiss, and she ends up staying over. The next morning, we get bagels and coffee and try to pretend everything is normal. She has to go to the office. I'm stuck at home. Jake texts me. Dude, Tyler's telling everyone his version of events, making himself sound like a victim. I text back. What's he saying? That you've been bullying him since he got here. He's got people believing him. Great, just great. Emily calls me during her lunch break. Half the office thinks you're a bully now. I've been defending you all morning. What's Tyler saying? That you threatened him? That you're territorial about me? Or that you told him to quit? I never said any of that. I know, I'm telling everyone, but some people love drama and want to believe it. This is a nightmare. Rachel calls me later. Okay, so I did some digging. Tyler has done this before. What do you mean? At the Boston office, he filed complaints against 2 other people, both guys who dated Emily after him. You're joking. I wish I was. I talked to someone who transferred from Boston, and Tyler has a pattern. Did you tell HR? I emailed Linda everything. Hopefully it helps. Day 2 of my suspension, Emily comes over again. I talked to Marcus, told him Tyler's history. What did he say? He said he'd look into it, but seemed skeptical. We're both frustrated and worried. That night we decided to distract ourselves with horror movies. Halfway through, Emily says, if this doesn't work out, if you get fired, would you hate me? Emily, I could never hate you. But your job and your career. I'd rather have you than a job at a company that doesn't believe me. She starts crying happy tears. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. You're worth way more than a marketing job. We fall asleep on the couch watching movies. Friday morning, I get an email from HR. Please come in for a meeting at 2 p.m. This is it. Either I'm fired or cleared. I show up at 1:55, don't want to be late. Linda is there, Marcus is there, and so is Tyler. Yes, we've concluded our investigation, Linda starts. My heart is pounding. After reviewing emails, talking to witnesses, and checking previous records, we found no evidence of harassment from Dave. I try not to look too relieved. However, Tyler, we did find evidence that you have a pattern of filing false complaints. Tyler's face goes red. Additionally, there are multiple employees reported that you've been the one creating hostile conditions. That's not true. Linda pulls out a folder. We have emails, witness statements, and your record from Boston. Tyler realizes he's caught. Due to this pattern of behavior, we're terminating your position effective immediately. Wait, he's getting fired? Tyler stands up. This is because of her, isn't it? Because of Emily. This is because of your behavior, Marcus says firmly. But a security is called to escort Tyler out. As he's leaving, he looks at me. You think you've won? She'll get bored of you just like she got bored of me. I don't respond, not worth it. Once he's gone, Linda apologizes. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Dave, it's okay. I understand you had to investigate. For what it's worth, everyone we talked to said you're a great coworker. I leave the office and immediately text Emily. He's fired. I'm cleared. She responds, thank God. I'm coming over tonight. We're celebrating. Jake texts, I heard Tyler got escorted out by security. This is amazing. Rachel texts, justice prevails. Drinks on me tonight. That evening, Emily shows up at my place with champagne. I'm so sorry about everything. Not your fault. And hey, at least it's over now. We pop the champagne and toast to Tyler being gone. I can't believe he got fired. He did it to himself. And you can't go around lying about people. We're drinking champagne on my couch when she says, I love you. I almost spit out my drink. You what? I love you. I've wanted to say it for weeks, but the timing was never right. I love you too. We kiss, and it's perfect. So now that the Tyler drama is over, what do we do? Live our lives? Be a normal couple? Sounds boring. Boring is good. I like boring. We spend the rest of the night talking about the future. She wants to get a cat, and I want to take a vacation. We both want to find a better company to work for eventually. It's all very domestic and nice. Monday morning, we walk into the office together holding hands. Everyone claps, which is embarrassing but also sweet. Marcus pulls us aside. I want to apologize for not seeing Tyler's behavior sooner. It's okay, Marcus. He was good at hiding it. Still, I should have listened more. Going forward, my door is always open. Character growth from Marcus in this economy. At work goes back to normal. Emily and I fall into a routine, coffee together in the morning, lunch together most days, walking home together every evening. It's like the Friday walks, but better because now it's every day. Jake and Rachel are constantly making jokes about us being the office couple. You two are sickeningly cute. I saw you sharing a muffin this morning. We each bought our own. We just split them to try both flavors. Sickeningly cute. A month later, Emily's lease is up. So, and I've been thinking, my lease is ending? Are you renewing? I could, and hear me out, I could move in with you. I pretend to think about it. Would you keep the fridge organized? I'm very particular. She throws a pillow at me. I'm serious. I'm serious too. Move in. I'd love that. 2 weeks later, she's officially moved in. Her stuff mixed with my stuff, our books on the same shelf, her coffee mug next to mine. It's perfect. Jenda, one night we're cooking dinner together and she brings up the beginning. Remember when I pretended to hate you? How could I forget? You avoided me like I had the plague. I was so into you from day one, but I was terrified. You showed it by ignoring me for months? It made sense at the time. I had just gotten out of a bad relationship. I wasn't ready. So the solution was to be rude? She laughs. I wasn't rude. I was cautiously distant. You told me you could open your own doors. Okay, that was rude, but you have to admit the Friday walks were a good system. They were a weird system. We're laughing and cooking, and this is my life now. 6 months later, Marcus announces he's leaving the company. I've accepted a position elsewhere. My last day is in 2 weeks. Everyone's sad to see him go, despite his occasional incompetence. At his goodbye party, he pulls me aside. Take care of Emily. She's special. I plan to. And Dave, that thing with Tyler taught me something. Always listen to your employees. You never know what's really going on. That's good wisdom, Marcus. I'm full of wisdom now that I'm leaving. We laugh and toast to his new adventure. The new boss who replaces Marcus is actually worse. Micromanages everything. Emily and I start seriously discussing leaving. We could go freelance, work for ourselves. That's risky though. But imagine, no more office politics. It's no more Marcus replacements, just us doing good work. We spend weeks planning, saving money, building a client base. A year after we started dating, we both quit. Our coworkers are shocked. You're just leaving? Both of you? Yeah, starting our own thing. Jake is sad. Who am I going to gossip with? You still have Rachel. It's not the same. We have a goodbye party. Everyone wishes us well. Rachel cries, you two better stay in touch. Of course we will. Our first year of freelancing is hard. We're broke, stressed, working 70-hour weeks. But we're doing it together. We fight sometimes, usually about stupid stuff, like who ate the last yogurt, but we always make up. Year 2 gets easier. We have steady clients. We're making decent money. We adopt a cat, name her Pixel. Emily starts writing seriously again, publishes some short stories. I start taking on passion projects instead of just corporate work. Life is good, really good. But we're sitting on our couch one random Tuesday night when Emily says, you know what's funny? What? I spent 2 months pretending to hate you, and now I can't imagine my life without you. Character development. Shut up. She kisses me and Pixel meows for attention. This is my life, our life. Started with awkward Friday walks and hostile work encounters. Now we're business partners, roommates, best friends. Jake still texts me memes, Rachel still checks in monthly. But we even grab drinks sometimes, talk about the old office drama. Remember when Tyler got escorted out by security? Classic moment, should have filmed it. Life's pretty good when you're with someone who makes you laugh, even when you're eating ramen for the 3rd night in a row. That feeling when the girl who wouldn't sit near you in meetings is now your business partner and you're planning to propose next month. Be me. 2 years since Emily and I started dating. 6 months into running our freelance design and copywriting agency. Life is chaotic, but in a good way. The kind of chaos that comes from building something with someone you love. We work from our apartment, which means we're together 24/7. Some couples would crack under that pressure, but somehow we make it work. Probably because Emily is still the same person who needed alone time, and I respect that. But do we have a system where if one of us needs space, we just say recharge mode, and the other person knows to back off for a bit? It's Thursday morning. I'm working on a logo design for a tech startup that thinks they're revolutionizing something that doesn't need revolutionizing. Emily's on a video call with a client who keeps saying synergy and leverage unironically. I can see her trying not to roll her eyes. After the call ends, she walks over to my desk. Yeah, that client wants us to write copy that speaks to the millennial zeitgeist, whatever that means. Did you tell them millennials are in their 30s and 40s now? I tried. They insisted millennials are teenagers. That's Gen Z. I know. We laugh about client stupidity for a while. This is our version of bonding. Later that day, my phone rings. It's my mom. Hey, sweetie, how's the business going? It's good, Mom. Busy, but good. That's wonderful. But so when are you going to propose to Emily? Mom, I don't know. I'm working on it. Working on it? You've been saying that for months. That girl is a catch. I know she's a catch. Why do you think I'm with her? Then put a ring on it. What are you waiting for? I'm waiting for the perfect moment, but I don't tell my mom this. Soon, Mom, I promise. You better. I'm not getting any younger, and I want grandkids. Mom, she laughs, and we talk about other stuff. Shut after we hang up, Emily looks at me curiously. Was that your mom asking about marriage again? How did you know? Because you get this panicked look every time. I'm not panicked. You're literally sweating. Damn it, she knows me too well. I've actually been planning the proposal for weeks. Bought a ring last month. Been hiding it in my sock drawer, which is apparently where every guy hides rings. To planning to do it at the park where we had our first real conversation during those Friday walks. Very sentimental, very romantic, hopefully not too cheesy. Friday afternoon, we're both exhausted from the week. Want to go for a walk like old times? Emily suggests. This is perfect. This is my moment. Yeah, let's go to that park we used to stop at. The one near our old office? Exactly. We get changed and head out. It's a beautiful evening. Sun is setting. There's a nice breeze. Oh, I'm nervous as hell. Ring box is in my pocket, feeling like it weighs 50 pounds. We're walking and talking about our plans for the business. I think we should hire someone. We're getting too many clients. Yeah, maybe a junior designer to help with basic stuff. Exactly. Then we can focus on bigger projects. We get to the park and sit on our usual bench. This is it. This is the moment. I'm about to reach for the ring when some kid runs by screaming and spills ice cream all over my pants. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. The kid's mom runs over with napkins. I'm covered in chocolate ice cream, moment officially ruined. Emily is trying not to laugh. It's okay, accidents happen, I tell the mom. We go home so I can change, proposal postponed. Did you just laugh at me getting ice creamed? A little bit, your face was priceless. I was in the middle of something. The middle of what? Nothing, just thoughts, thinking thoughts. She gives me a weird look but drops it. At attempt number 2, Saturday morning. I suggest we get breakfast at the coffee shop where we had our first date. Okay, but why are you being so weird? I'm not being weird. You've been weird since yesterday. We get to the coffee shop and I'm waiting for the right moment. We're halfway through our coffee when Emily's phone rings. It's her mom. There's an emergency. Turns out her dad fell and hurt his back. Not serious, but they need help. Yet we spend the entire day at her parents' house helping them out. Proposal postponed again. Emily's dad is telling embarrassing stories about her childhood. She used to hide under the table whenever guests came over. Dad! It's true. Shy little thing. Wouldn't talk to anyone. I overcame that. Barely. Took you 2 months to talk to this one. He points at me. Everyone laughs. Emily is mortified. We're driving home and I'm thinking third time's the charm. Do I want to order pizza and watch a movie tonight? Can't. I have a deadline tomorrow, that millennial zeitgeist copy. Proposal officially postponed to next week. Monday morning, Jake texts me. Dude, did you propose yet? I told Jake my plan like an idiot. No, keep getting interrupted. Just do it at home. That's not romantic. Who cares? She loves you. He has a point, but I want it to be special. Tuesday. Emily has a weird look on her face all day. Everything okay? Yeah. Oh, just thinking. About what? Stuff. Very descriptive, Em. Wednesday, she's being extra affectionate, keeps hugging me randomly. What's gotten into you? Can't I just hug my boyfriend? You can, it's just unusual midday. I'm appreciating you. Okay then. Thursday night we're having dinner and she's acting nervous. So I need to tell you something. Oh God, what now? Okay? I've been thinking about us, about our future. This sounds serious. And I realized that we've been together for 2 years, living together, running a business together, and I want to make it official. Wait, what? She pulls out a ring box. What? I know traditionally guys propose, but I'm not traditional, and I love you, and will you marry me? I just sit there in shock. She's proposing to me? You're proposing to me? Yes, is that okay? I know it's unconventional, but I didn't want to wait for you to do it. I start laughing. Why are you laughing? Yeah, was that a no? I pull out my ring box from where I've been carrying it all week. Her jaw drops. You were going to propose to me? I've been trying to all week. We're both laughing now. So we're both idiots. Apparently. Is that a yes? Of course it's a yes. We both put rings on each other, can't stop laughing. This is the weirdest proposal story ever. We're the weirdest couple ever. We kiss and Pixel meows like she's judging us. I immediately call Jake. She proposed to me. What? And I thought you were proposing to her. I was. We both had rings. This is the most on-brand thing you two could do. He's not wrong. Emily calls Rachel, who screams so loud I can hear it through Emily's phone. This is amazing. You guys are perfect. We spend the rest of the night laughing about how we're both horrible at timing. Next morning, we post the news on social media. The caption is, we couldn't decide who should propose, so we both did. Comments flood in from friends, former co-workers, Jake clients. Marcus comments, congratulations. Glad you two found each other. Even some random people from our old office comment. Sarah from accounting, I knew it. You two were so obvious. We decide on a small wedding. Neither of us wants a big production. Just close friends and family? Perfect. Less stress, or less money. We could use the savings for a honeymoon. Where should we go? Somewhere with good coffee and horror movie locations. You're so weird. You're marrying me. Planning the wedding is actually fun because we're doing it together. None of that traditional bride plans everything nonsense. We both pick the venue, a small garden place outside the city. We both choose the menu, Italian food because we're basic. Yes, we both design the invitations because we're designers and can't help ourselves. Jake is my best man. Rachel is Emily's maid of honor. They immediately start planning a joint bachelor/bachelorette party. We're not doing strippers, Emily declares. Agreed. How about an escape room, I suggest. Perfect. We do an escape room where the theme is a haunted house. We escape with 3 minutes to spare. Jake and Rachel take credit for solving the final puzzle, even though it was definitely Emily. The week before the wedding, Emily is stressed about details. What if it rains? Then we move everything inside. What if the caterer cancels? Then we order pizza. What if Pixel escapes during the wedding? Emily, we're not bringing the cat to the wedding. Oh, right. I realize she's not actually worried about these things. What are you really worried about? She sighs. What if I'm not a good wife? Emily, you're already my best friend and business partner. Being my wife is just making it official. But what if marriage changes things? It won't. We'll still be us, just with matching rings and joint tax filing. She laughs. You always know what to say. It's my superpower. Wedding day arrives, and of course something goes wrong. The flowers are the wrong color, Emily's dress has a small tear, and I forget the rings at home. Jake has to drive back to get them. How do you forget the rings? I was stressed. But despite the chaos, the ceremony is perfect. Emily walks down the aisle looking beautiful. I try not to cry and fail. We wrote our own vows, mine. I promise to always walk you home, to listen when you need to talk, to give you space when you need to recharge, and to keep making you laugh even when we're 80 and can barely remember our own names, hers. I promise to stop pretending I hate you in any capacity, to support your dreams even when they're weird, to share my fries even though I said I wasn't hungry, and to love you forever even when you spill ice cream on yourself. Everyone laughs at the ice cream reference. We exchange rings and kiss while everyone cheers. Reception is a blast. We chose all our favorite songs for the DJ. Our first dance is to some indie song about finding home in another person. Very on brand for us. Emily's dad gives a speech. I'm glad Emily found someone who appreciates her quirks. It's like how she needs 10 minutes of silence before coffee. My mom gives a speech. I told Dave to propose months ago, but apparently these two were competing to propose first. Jake's speech is mostly him roasting us. These two took 2 months to have a normal conversation, and now they're married. There's hope for everyone, Rachel cries through her entire speech. I watched them fall in love from my desk, and it was like watching a slow-burn romance novel, except with more office coffee. We cut the cake, and Emily smashes a piece in my face. Revenge for the ice cream incident. Fair enough. Later that night, we're slow dancing, and Emily whispers, Thank you for not giving up on me when I was being difficult. You weren't difficult. You were worth the wait, smooth talker. I have my moments. We kiss, and for a moment it's just us, no guests, no music, just us. Honeymoon is in New Orleans, good coffee, and supposedly haunted locations everywhere. We do a ghost tour the first night. Do you think ghosts are real? Emily asks. I think if they were real, they'd have better things to do than haunt tourist traps. We spend the week eating amazing food, listening to live music, and exploring the city. Then one night we're walking back to our hotel and Emily stops. Remember when you used to walk me to the subway every Friday? Of course. I fell in love with you during those walks. I just didn't know it yet. I think I knew it before you did. You absolutely did not. Did too. We're playfully arguing all the way back to the hotel. When we get home from the honeymoon, real life hits immediately. We have 15 client emails, bills to pay, and Pixel destroyed a roll of toilet paper. So welcome to married life, Emily says sarcastically. Wouldn't have it any other way. We get back into our work routine, except now we're spouses. Honestly, not much changes. We were already living together and sharing everything. But there's something nice about calling her my wife instead of girlfriend. A few months later, we hire our first employee, a designer named Chris, fresh out of college. This is so weird. We're someone's boss, Emily says. We're adults now. Do we have responsibilities? We're playing house, but with real money. Chris is great. Takes on a lot of the workload we were drowning in. We can finally take weekends off. We start a new tradition. Sunday morning walks to get coffee. Like the old Friday walks, but better because now it's our choice. One Sunday, Emily says, I've been thinking about the future. Oh no. Shut up. I mean, like, do we want kids someday? Big question. Do you want kids? I don't know, maybe? Do you? Also don't know, maybe? Very decisive. We don't have to decide now. True, but we should think about it. We spend the next few months occasionally bringing up the kid topic. Pros and cons lists are made. Pro, we'd make cute kids. Con, they'd inherit our anxiety. Pro, we could teach them to be creative. Con, teenagers. Eventually we decide maybe in a few years, no rush. Meanwhile, the business is growing. We move from our apartment to an actual office space. It's small, but it's ours. We hang up our business license on the wall like proud parents. We did this. We really did. Jake and Rachel come to visit our new office for the grand opening. Look at you two, all professional. We're adults now, allegedly. Could have fooled me, Jake says. We order pizza and they have an impromptu party. Sitting in our new office with our friends, I realize how far we've come. From Emily avoiding me in elevators to this, married and running a business together. Wait, what are you thinking about? Emily asks. Just how weird life is. Good weird? The best weird. Year 3 of marriage, year 2 of the business. We're profitable. We have 3 employees now. We're thinking about expanding. Emily's novel that she's been working on is getting interest from agents. One of them wants to set up a call. That's amazing. What if they hate it? They won't. It's good. You haven't even read it. I've read chapters. It's good. Her book gets picked up by a small publisher. She cries happy tears for an hour. I can't believe this is happening. I can. You're talented. You're biased. Biased, but correct. We celebrate by going to that same coffee shop where we had our first date. We should come here for every major life event. We should buy stock in this place with how often we're here. The barista recognizes us. Oh, you're the couple that proposed to each other. Apparently we're local legends now. Our life continues, sometimes chaotic, sometimes calm. We fight about dishes, about money, about whose turn it is to clean Pixel's litter box. But we always make up, usually within an hour. I'm sorry I snapped at you about the dishes. I'm sorry I left them there for 3 days. Healthy communication, growth. One night we're lying in bed and Emily says, I'm glad you didn't give up on walking me home. I'm glad you asked me to. What do you think would have happened if you'd said no that first time? I probably would have regretted it forever. Or we would have never spoken again and you'd be married to someone else. Impossible. No one else would tolerate my quirks. True. We fall asleep holding hands like sappy people in rom-coms. 5 years after we first met, 3 years married, in thriving business, published novel, and 1 very spoiled cat. Jake texts me random Friday nights. Remember when you used to walk Emily to the subway? How could I forget? Who would have thought that would lead to all this? Not me, that's for sure. Emily reads over my shoulder. Tell Jake I said hi. She says hi. Tell her Rachel wants to do dinner next week. We schedule dinner with Jake and Rachel. They're still at the old company. How's the new boss? Emily asks. Well, worse than Marcus somehow, Rachel says. That's impressive. We laugh about old office drama. Feels like a lifetime ago. Remember Tyler? Jake brings up. Oh God, don't remind me, Emily groans. I heard he got fired from his next job too, Rachel adds. Karma. We toast to karma and to old friends. Walking home from dinner, Emily says, I'm glad we left that place. Me too. Think we would have ended up together if we'd stayed? Probably. We were inevitable. Inevitable. Oh, that's romantic. I'm a romantic guy. You forgot our anniversary last month. I remembered 3 days later. Very romantic. We're laughing as we walk up to our building. This is my life now. Our life. From hostel coworker to Friday walking companion to girlfriend to wife to business partner. The strangest journey with the best ending. Emily squeezes my hand. Thanks for being patient with me when I was being weird. Thanks for eventually acknowledging my existence. It only took 2 months. Best 2 months of torture I've ever experienced. We kiss in the elevator on the way up to our apartment. Pixel is waiting at the door, meowing because she's dramatic. She gets that from you, I tell Emily. Excuse me. You're both dramatic. I am not dramatic. You cried at a commercial yesterday. It was a sad commercial about dogs. We're still bickering as we feed Pixel and get ready for bed. This is love, apparently. Arguing about who's more dramatic while splitting a pint of ice cream on the couch. Couldn't ask for anything better. Next morning, Emily wakes me up. Guess what? What? Remember how we said maybe kids in a few years? Oh no. Yeah? What if we move that timeline up? Like how far up? Like now? I sit up in bed. Now? I mean, not this exact second, but soon. Is this because your book got published and you're feeling accomplished? Maybe? Is that bad? No, it's, wow, this is big. Too big. No, I mean, if you're ready, I'm ready. Really? Really? We hug and Pixel jumps on the bed, judging us. Oh, she's gonna hate having a baby around. She'll adjust. I have no idea if we're ready for this, but we're doing it anyway. 6 months later, Emily takes a test. Positive. We're gonna be parents. Oh God, we're responsible for a human. We run a business. We can handle this. Business doesn't cry at 3 a.m. Pixel does. That's different. We're both excited and terrified. Jake and Rachel are ecstatic. Uncle Jake, he screams over the phone. Auntie Rachel, she cries. Our parents are thrilled. My mom calls, finally, I've been waiting for this. Emily's parents are already planning to buy baby furniture. Pregnancy is hard. Emily has morning sickness, mood swings, weird cravings. I need pickles and ice cream. Together? Don't judge me. I run to the store at midnight multiple times. Worth it to see her happy. We prep a nursery, paint it a nice neutral yellow, build furniture at 2 a.m. because we're both procrastinators. This crib has 500 pieces. It's a crib, not a spaceship. We finally get it together by dawn. Months pass. Emily gets bigger. I get more nervous. What if I'm a bad dad? You won't be. How do you know? Because you're already worrying about it. Bad dads don't worry. Her logic is sound. Labor happens on a Tuesday, of course. Emily's water breaks while we're having breakfast. Is that? Yep. Now? I grab the hospital bag we've had packed for weeks. I drive to the hospital, probably breaking several traffic laws. Emily is surprisingly calm. Why are you so calm? One of us has to be. 14 hours later, our daughter is born. 7 pounds, healthy, loud, perfect. We cry, Emily more than me, but I tear up. We made that. We really did. We name her Luna, after Emily's grandmother, and because we're both space nerds. First few weeks are brutal. No sleep, constant crying, we're zombies. Is she supposed to cry this much? I think so. Are we sure? We're Googling everything at 4 a.m., but slowly we get the hang of it. Luna starts sleeping longer stretches. Emily and I figure out a rhythm. We split night duties. I take early morning. She takes late night. Jake and Rachel visit with gifts. She's so small. She's gonna grow up with Uncle Jake's bad jokes. Hey, they're naturals with her. Rachel is already offering to babysit. Months pass, Luna grows. First smile, first laugh. Their first time sleeping through the night. We're not completely terrible at this. We're actually kind of good. Balance work and parenting is hard, but manageable. Our employees are understanding. Take all the time you need. Chris basically runs the office while we're in parent mode. We're giving him a raise. Definitely. Luna's first birthday comes around fast. We throw a small party. She smashes cake everywhere. It's adorable and messy. But our daughter is a cake murderer. She gets that from you. How? Remember our wedding cake? That was revenge. We're laughing covered in frosting while Luna giggles. That night, after everyone leaves and Luna's asleep, we collapse on the couch. We survived her first year. We're basically parenting champions. Emily leans on my shoulder. Thank you. For what? For everything. For walking me home that first time, for being patient, for this life. Thank you for asking me to walk you home. Thank you for saying yes. We sit in comfortable silence. Pixel jumps up and settles between us. She's adapted to Luna surprisingly well. So what's next? Emily asks. More of this, I guess. Sounds perfect. It really does. 8 years since Emily transferred to my office and pretended I didn't exist. Now we're married, have a kid, run a successful business. Life is chaotic, exhausting, sometimes frustrating, but it's ours. It wouldn't change a single thing. Well, maybe I'd change the ice cream incident and the time I forgot our anniversary. Okay, I'd change a few things, but the important stuff? Perfect. My face when the coworker who avoided me in elevators is now my wife and mother of my child, and I get to walk her home every single day for the rest of my life.
She walked right past me in the hall, wouldn't even catch my fall. 2 months of silence, cold as stone, and Friday night she'd ask to walk her home. Coffee breaks turned into stolen glances, second chances rocked in shy advances. Was worth the wait, worth the wait. Subway stairs at 6 p.m.